"You're making the biggest mistake of your life, sir, she's going to destroy you." The words came from a trembling girl, wrapped in a threadbare coat, standing barefoot in the winter snow. Her voice was barely above a whisper, yet it sliced through the chill like a blade. She spoke with urgency, her wide, pleading eyes locked on the man in the tailored coat. The man, Julian Cross, billionaire tech mogul, paused on the steps of the gala, stunned by the boldness of the stranger before him. Everyone laughed. Cameras flashed. Security moved in. But Julian, he hesitated. He had no idea that within 24 hours, everything in his life would change, forever. Julian Cross had it all, or so the world believed. A net worth of $2.4 billion, a penthouse that kissed the clouds, and a fiancée straight from a fashion magazine. Vanessa Kingsley. The name alone carried power, poise, and wealth. She was the socialite everyone envied, elegant, brilliant, seductive. The wedding was set to be the event of the year. But beneath the glamour, Julian was quietly exhausted. He had been orphaned young, growing up in foster homes, learning early how to build walls around his heart. Success came to him not through privilege, but through pain. And while he had built an empire from scratch, he never truly built trust. Maybe that's why, when the homeless girl grabbed his arm that night, he didn't pull away. Her name was Lily. 17. Gaunt. Dirty. Cold. Eyes far too old for her face. She looked like life had chewed her up and spat her out, but still, something in her gaze held fire. "I know I look crazy, but please listen. That woman, she doesn't love you. She's using you. She's planning something. Please," I heard her. I didn't mean to, but I heard her. Julian didn't know why he didn't dismiss her right then. Maybe it was the way her voice cracked. Maybe it was the tears she tried so hard to hold back. Maybe it was because a small, broken part of him recognized her pain. Security tried to drag her away, but Julian told them to stop. He gave her a coat. A sandwich. Some cash. He even knelt in front of her on the icy sidewalk and asked, "What did you hear?" Lily's words were jumbled, but the message was clear. She had overheard Vanessa talking to someone about an exit plan, one that involved Julian's death. A car crash. A fake one. An accident. A massive life insurance payout. Madness. Except Julian had recently signed off on a $100 million policy. At Vanessa's urging. His blood ran cold. That night, Julian couldn't sleep. He watched Vanessa as she dozed peacefully beside him, and for the first time, he noticed how little he actually knew about her. How she never spoke about her past. How she seemed to have access to parts of his life he never granted. How his company's stock had suddenly spiked after she posted a casual picture wearing one of their products. How convenient everything had been. The next morning, Julian left early. He went to the shelter where he heard Lily sometimes stayed. It took a while, but he found her. This time, he brought her a meal and sat down beside her on the concrete steps. "Tell me everything. From the start." Lily's story unraveled like a torn diary. She had been homeless for 2 years. Her mother had died from an overdose, her father disappeared before she was born. She had lived on couches, in subways, on rooftops. A ghost among the living. No one saw her. Except Vanessa. One night, Lily had been in the back alley behind a fancy restaurant, rummaging for food. She had hidden behind the dumpster when Vanessa and another man had come out the back door, drunk, laughing, and then suddenly cold and calculating. They didn't notice her. They talked about the plan like it was a game. Vanessa had said, "He's so easy to fool. Once it's done, we vanish. And I'll finally be free, and rich." Lily ran. She didn't know what to do. She tried to tell someone. No one listened. Until she saw Julian at the gala. Julian listened, heart pounding. This couldn't be real. But when he quietly hired a private investigator that day, the truth poured in faster than he could brace himself. Vanessa had changed her name 5 years ago. Her real name was Emily Voss, and she had a criminal record for fraud. She had connections to a man who had gone missing, her last fiancé. Julian's hands shook as he read the report. She had done this before. The next evening, Julian staged a dinner. Candlelight. Wine. Apologies for being distant. Vanessa smiled, thinking she had won. As she raised her glass to toast their future, police swarmed the estate. She didn't even resist. She just laughed. A soft, dangerous laugh that chilled Julian to the bone. "You were smarter than I thought," she said, as they handcuffed her. Julian didn't feel triumph. He felt numb. He'd almost died. Not just physically. Emotionally, too. A week later, Julian found Lily again. He didn't bring food or money this time. He brought a key. "To what?" she asked, confused. "A guest house behind my estate. It's warm. Safe. Yours, for as long as you want. And, if you're ready, I'd like to help you go back to school." Her eyes widened. "Why?" "Because you saved my life," Julian said. "And maybe it's time someone saved yours." Months passed. Lily enrolled in GED classes. Then college. She flourished. She became a youth counselor, helping other kids like her. She never forgot the nights she slept on the sidewalk. She used her story to give others hope. And Julian? He didn't just rebuild his trust, he rebuilt his mission. He launched a foundation. The Lily Fund. To give shelter and education to homeless youth. One moment of courage from a broken girl. One act of faith from a guarded man. And the world changed for both of them. Moral of the story. Never judge someone by their appearance. The person society ignores might be the one who saves your life. And sometimes, it takes the most unexpected voices to wake us up before it's too late. Kindness. Courage. Truth. These are the things that save us.